Greetings, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to Live. My name is Maurice. I'm your host, and in today's live video, we're going to cover some things that I think will be interesting to you guys. So let's go ahead and I want to welcome everyone to the chat. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. So in this video, we're going to be covering about 7 or 8 topics and or news story. The first topic we're going to be covering is the extension in the PEBT. Then I'm going to give you 11 tips on how to save money on your grocery store, at the grocery store. Then I'm going to show you an email that I was sent from the USDA. We're going to talk about the funding of SSI. We're going to be talking about student loans. We're going to be talking about, will there be a new round of stimulus for next year? We're going to be talking about the current political news. And we're going to take a look at the stock market. So I want to welcome everyone to the chat. Again, as you inside the room, please hit the like button so we can get shown on the YouTube algorithm. As you enter the live chat, please hit the like button. If this is your first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. So hey, Crystal, how you doing? Crystal, you always show up on my lives. How you doing today? It's good to see you here. It's good to see you here. I love my loyal subscribers. I love my loyal people who come to my chat. So Crystal, you're one of the loyal people. I might be having a special surprise for you guys before Christmas. So stay tuned. So again, we're gonna be covering the SNAP update for December. We got some new states added to the list. We're gonna be covering 11 tips on how to save money at the grocery store. I went to the grocery store this afternoon and had sticker shock about how much my grocery bill was. I mean, this literally was the most I ever spent on groceries in a very long time. So I want to tell you guys some way you can save money at the grocery store. I'm gonna show you an email that was sent to me from the USDA. We're going to talk about the SSI funding. We're going to talk about student loans, and we're going to talk about, will we begin another stimulus for next year? So before I get started and jump inside my computer, does anybody have any questions? Does anyone have any questions for me before I go ahead and get started? If not, I'll start with the news, and as I get questions, I'll go ahead and answer those questions. So I'm going to give it another couple minutes before I jump inside my computer. Hey, is everybody ready for Thanksgiving? I know some of the ladies probably have started cooking or thawing out their turkeys. Uh, Hopefully you got everything you needed before the grocery store. The grocery store was packed. I mean, it was packed from rim to rim today. So hopefully everybody getting everything they need for Thanksgiving. So if I don't have any questions as of yet, I'm going to go ahead and jump in so we get started on today's video. Okay, so let me jump inside my computer. Okay, it's good you're ready, Crystal. I know you probably cooking up a storm over there. Okay, so as I jump inside my computer, okay, here we go. So here is the update. It just updated today. It looks like they added 4 states. It looks like they added 4 more states to the December list, and this list will be getting updated fairly frequently. So now we have New Mexico and Wisconsin. So New Mexico and Wisconsin have been added to the list of, let me just close this down. Okay, yes, New Mexico and Wisconsin had to the December list. And I get this list directly from the USDA to me in emails. So I get a lot of email alerts from media companies who may want me to cover some of their activity on my channel. So I go through them and I would think that whatever you guys would like, I will show. So I think you want to know this here. So I'm keeping up with this right here. So it probably constantly update. And hopefully a lot of states will have December on here. Okay. So I don't know if anybody been to the grocery store recently, probably so. I want to share with you guys 11 tips for saving money at the grocery store because there's some things you could do when you go to the grocery store that could help you save money. And I do these things, but some of the things you may do, some of the things you may not do, some of these things you probably used to do but don't do anymore. So I'm going to cover these really quick. Okay, and I got this from CNBC. And I actually did a video about this a while back, but I don't know if many people watched it. Okay, so the number one thing to do is pay with a grocery reward card. So where I live at, we have this grocery store called Kroger's. And with Kroger's, you get this thing called a Kroger card. And it's linked to your phone number. So when you get ready to check out on your groceries, you put your phone number in the little keypad, and then it'll knock some of the money off your groceries. So that's a good way to save money at the grocery store is have a Kroger card, or I don't know what grocery stores other people use, but a lot of them now have those reward cards. So the number one way to save money at the grocery store is to use their reward system. Number two, same kind of system is a loyalty card. So kind of go hand in hand. Loyalty card, reward card, kind of like the same thing. Number three, clip coupons. So we get a lot of coupons in the mail. If you go check your mail, you're gonna have a handful of coupons out there. Sometimes when you go to the grocery store, they'll put a stack of coupons right as you enter the store, so you'll know what they have on sale, what they don't have on sale, and how you can save money. Also, a lot of these stores now have apps. You can go to the app store, and if you use Kroger, I'm always use Kroger as an example because that's what the store I use. So if you go to the app store and you download the Kroger app, they have a lot of coupons on there. So you got the coupons they send you in the mail, plus you on app, plus you're using their reward system. So that's a great way to save money on uh, 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 clubs. Can you want me? Please type in the chat if you can hear me. I want to make sure that my microphone is working. Can everyone hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you cannot hear me. But number four is join a wholesale club. Wholesale clubs like Sam's Club and Costco. Yes, they do charge a yearly fee, but you can get a lot of stuff discounted and in bulk. Okay, yes, you can hear me. Okay, that's great. So you can get stuff at discount and at bulk at Costco and Sam's Club. And they're very good memberships and they always give you a discount. Number five. And believe it or not, I did number five today. I had a list. I took my smartphone out. I opened the notepad on my smartphone. I went through the house and made sure what I needed at the grocery store. As I went to the grocery store and bought those things, I just erased them from my notepad. And I stuck strictly by my notepad. I think I got one thing that was not on my grocery list, and that was some corn dogs. I forgot to put corn dogs on the list, and I had said, well, I'm gonna buy some corn dogs, and boom, I saw them. So I did stick. So if you stick to a grocery list, That'll let you go in the grocery store and only get the things you need, because as you know, grocery stores are set up for us to spend as much money as possible by the way they have them set up and displayed. They'll display all the good stuff, and as you notice when you go to checkout, they got all the candy and the little knickknacks right by the register. Number six, buy items on sale. That's self-explanatory, but you kind of gotta look and make sure that whatever store you use. Again, I use Kroger. You want to get stuff that has sales, and they say a good day to go grocery shopping is on Tuesdays. So I don't know why, but on Tuesdays a good way. Okay, number seven, avoid pre-packaged items. Okay, so while you can buy pre-cut veggies or pre-cheddar cheese, stores often charge more for this. So instead, you might want to buy raw vegetables or a block of cheese. And I'm just giving you an example with cheese. Number eight, compare prices between stores. So just I know like I said, I use Kroger. Sometimes I may go to Walmart. I notice Kroger is a little bit cheaper than Walmart, but wherever you live, you might want to compare if you're able to get to different stores. I know some people live where it's not a lot of grocery stores, so that's okay if you live in a place like that. You still can use Amazon to compare prices because they let you buy groceries from their site. Number nine, buy generic brands. Now, I'm not, sometimes I'm for this, sometimes I'm not. It just depends on what it is. I'll buy a generic condiment like maybe ketchup or ice cream or something like that. But some brands I'm loyal to, so I just leave that up to you. But if you want to save money, you can buy generic brands. Bring your own bag. Now, I don't know about this one. In some places, they do charge you for your bag. Okay, so if you want to bring your own bag, that'll help you save on the bags. And number 11, use a rebate app. So not only do the stores themselves have apps, you got some companies like Ibotta and Rakuten that give you cash back when you buy groceries. So that's something you may want to research and see what's going on with that. Okay, next up. Okay, so this was sent to me in an email. It said funding for Social Security is at crisis level and it's hurting the disabled. So this again reflects on what our politicians are doing in Washington. They're not really focusing on Social Security, and this is hurting a lot of people who are disabled or who may not be able to work. And I read this article, and the thing that stuck out to me is this part right here. It said, frustrating experience is a reality for many who try to navigate the Social Security benefit system. The SSA is facing crisis in equity and access. The SSA has not received funding at the level it needs to function. So they're not giving the SSA even enough funds to function properly. Okay. And they were saying during the pandemic, applications for disability benefits fell 40% at a time when people needed it the most. So somebody's not doing their job. I just want this particular article to your attention to let you guys know what's going on. And you can find this article on pencapital-star.com. So I always want to give the news site credit. So it's pencapital-star.com. Okay, so this is just security and that it's not being funded properly. That's why it might be a lot of issues going on. Okay, next up. Okay, good news for people who have student loans. I think this is some great. You know that they was blocking them by the judges, federal judges that block student loans. So what President Biden has done, he's paused the payment on student loans until after June. So they got almost 8, 9 months before they had to start paying back their student loans. And this article was sent to me from CNBC. The part that stuck out to me was what did it say? The part. It says the pause will be extended until 60 days after the Biden is allowed to implement forgiveness plan. He can't proceed with policies and the legal challenges by June 30th. Student loans will start 60 days after. Pushed it June 30th, and then 60 days after that, people have to resume making payments. Okay, most of you guys are in college, but you may know someone with a student loan because it's only 6 degrees of separation. A person you may know who may have a student loan debt. So this is great news for people with loans. I mean, you got to understand what's coming up. A lot of people won't be able to afford to pay that money back. Okay, next up. Okay, this interesting inflation. I mean, the story like my let me fix this real quick. The news stories that I get in my email. Okay, it says next year's record Social Security increase is still not enough. I had a viewer in here yesterday where we had discussed that even though you get the 8.7% for your increase, inflation is at almost 11 or 12%. So I got this story from the CNN.com, but the part that stuck out was this first 2 paragraphs right here. And it says retirees were happy for the 2023 cost of living adjustment for Social Security in October, an increase of 8.7%. But some say it's not enough to deal with ongoing inflation. 55% of retirees believe the 2023 COLA should have been higher. What do you guys think? You should be satisfied with the amount? Of course, you're not satisfied, but do you think it should have been higher? Okay, so okay, you were in my live video yesterday. I showed you. I showed you going to be for 261 mark. Okay, but in recent weeks, news more frequently. Last remember I showed you guys that list yesterday with about 100 companies on there. Some we never heard of that are going to be laying people off. So I want to bring this to your attention. Computer acting funny. I want to bring news to then stimulus in the cards. Is it possible they will approve another round of stimulus check in 2023. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you for sure that's gonna happen in 2023, there are gonna be more tax rebates, meaning a lot of the states are gonna be giving money back for state taxes. And if your state doesn't charge, I see where they don't charge state taxes on income. But if you live in a state, some of those generous states like California, New York, those really generous states, you'll probably get tax rebates next year. Stimulus, they're going to stimulus. One problem with the stimulus is it helped create that we have now. It helped create that. So that was something. This is something I want to bring on because as what uh wanted to receive uh okay, next okay, former President Trump. I'm over here on CNN politics. So President Biden and former President Trump are getting ready for a rematch. Boy, is this going to be interesting. So they're getting ready for a rematch. I guess it's probably gonna get pretty bad on the talking and some of the stuff because recently they let President Trump back on Twitter. So that's a thing that a lot of people didn't like, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention. And next thing of just let my computer load. I got this in the email from the USDA. And what they have going on is similar to Social Security, the funding. But what the USDA, they're investing over $59 million to improve dietary health and nutrition security. Now, I think back in September, I don't know if you guys watched it, but I did make a video where President Biden got together with a lot of groups that are into health and nutrition, and his main key was to eliminate food insecurity. Well, this is part of that. They're investing money to make sure people are eating healthy. So they want to send you guys SNAP, food stamps, and EBT, but they also want to eliminate hunger and make sure people are buying the correct things with their SNAP benefits. Now, they don't want to just tell you what you have to buy, so they're leaving it up to you right now. But if a lot of people, keep buying junk food, bad food, they might implement some more rules to this. And like I said, I got this in my email. They sent this to me, and I want to share it with you guys. So, anybody got any questions today? Let me go back to my regular screen here. Does anybody have any questions for me today? I just want to do a quick live. I'm going to be doing these more. Actually, going live is easier for me than making a video. So I'll probably be doing these a little bit more. But if I don't have any questions, I want to give everybody a chance. Crystal, you still here? Crystal, are you still here? Type in the chat and let me know if you're still here. Okay, I guess she left. Okay, so again, anybody have any questions for me? Any questions? No questions? Okay, well, I guess this was it. This was a quick 24-minute live. Again, I'll be making these more and more. If you're still here and you hadn't hit the like button, please hit that like button for me. I want to thank you for participating and coming to the live chat. And I'm going to go ahead and end it right now, guys. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks again.